Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be going over BBOS, which is a baited breaker structure. Now, this is just in a way manipulated structure. This is where market structure people analyze it incorrectly. They get entered into trades too early when they shouldn't be entering. So, this gives us extra liquidity for our trades, for us to catch the real move. It's pretty simple. We obviously know the basic market structure. Now, if you watch the swing and internal videos, breaker structure, breaker structure, breaker structure, um, a BBOS is when it is a valid breaker structure, and then there's another breaker structure. However, the confluences for this breaker structure cause it to be a baited breaker structure, and we don't consider this to be a breaker structure. So when price pulls back, we don't consider this a change of character. We just ignore this. It then price taps into our zone, and then it's a higher probability setup for price to continue up. So we mark it out, basic breaker structure. This is our protected low, and this is the BBOS, the baited breaker structure. So the way we find a BBOS, the way we confirm BBOS is there's many ways. The first way is using the premium discount. So just go in your settings, make it 0, 1, 2.5, take a screenshot, just pause the video. So you use the premium discount. So from the protected low to the weak high, this was the weak high, yeah, before the BBOS. You mark out the premium discount of that range. So now if price didn't pull back below the premium discount line, that means this is not a valid range to trade off. Therefore, we wouldn't be looking for longs here. We would ignore this range. That's the first reason. The second reason is if there's a valid demand, there's only one valid demand, for example, and even if price pulls back into the premium discount and it didn't touch that valid demand, it didn't react off any demand and it continued off, that is still considered a BBOS. So they're the two ways we confirm a BBOS is either if it doesn't tap into a POI or it doesn't tap into the premium discount. So we obviously have diagrams of all this in our Discord. That's all free. So if you guys want to have written diagrams explaining what I just said in text format, go there. You can download the images or just read it. It's all there for you. We also have live trade examples, which I'm gonna show some now too. So that's pretty simple. I'm gonna quickly draw up a bearish example because it's good to see both. So what do we see? We see the breaker structure, and then we see a small pullback, and then we see the true move. Okay, so we have the breaker structure, which is a true breaker structure. We then have, this can be swing or internal. Just want to put that out there. You can use this on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame. I don't really use it on the 4 hour. I use it a lot on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 15 minute, but not really the 4 hour. Because the 4 hour, I just, oh no, I do use it on the 4 hour actually, to be honest. Here is the BBOS, the baited breaker structure, and then we have the protected eye here. Now, of course, same thing. Did price pull back to the premium discount? No. Or did price tap into a valid supply? No. So that's why we don't consider this a true breaker structure which we want to play off. Now, the reason why this is so effective is because the people who don't know this will see this breaker structure and go, beautiful, we've got a new range to play off, and they will play off a supply within this small range. So even here, they'll play off a demand. So what this is doing in theory is you're placing your longs here. Everyone that's playing this, you can call it dumb, smart money if you want. They're putting their stop loss below it and they're targeting, and they're doing vice versa. Yeah, going short, stop loss, going long. Price taps in, and then what actually this range is this is actually liquidity. This is liquidity for our true supply, our true demand, the true move. So what this range was, the whole point of this range, the small BBOS range, is for price to generate liquidity, for traders to enter too early, enter prematurely into the market right here, and then price to sweep all that liquidity, take out all their stop losses, they all get taken out of the trade, and then price tap into the correct or valid supply or demand that you mark out, whatever your POI, confluence, and rules are. Tap into that, and then we catch the true entry. So that's pretty much very simple. What you will find is you'll see this a lot on the market when you first started out. You guys are probably marking out a breaker structure, marking out demand or supply. You're then entering the demand or supply of a BBOS range, which you don't know about because you're getting baited. You're like, you know, um, you're prey in a way. Like with predator, it sounds a bit fucking weird, but it is true. You guys are getting baited in this small range here. You enter here because you don't know, and then this probably has happened to you. You get taken out, and then price just taps into another supply and then runs, and you're probably going, I entered, I had the bias correct, it went in your direction, but it didn't. It took you out before you made money. So that's why it's really important to spot this. Now, I think I have a live example here, which I found. Sweet. So, what do we have? We got, this is on the 1 minute time frame. Got a breaker structure. We then had another breaker structure right before. Okay? Now, is this breaker structure pull back to the PM discount? No. No, it didn't. Okay? Alright, that's one of the reasons. Now, did it tap into a valid supply? No? Okay. We would consider this BBOS, a baited breaker structure. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be both of it. It can just be one premium discount, or it can just be, it can be in a premium discount. It doesn't have to be both, has to tap into a supply and be premium discount. That's, it's kind of just do what works for you. It is a bit subjective. You can be a bit subjective with it the more experience you get. So that's a BBOS. Now, all these baited traders, all these traders who are getting baited by this, they'll take there's probably a 3 minute zone. I don't want to click a 3 minute zone because then I'm going to get pushed back. But I'm just assuming there's a 3 minute zone here. This is might get this zone here. Alright. They would have entered here. They would have put their stop losses here, put their TP here. Okay, here it hits TP, okay? Like, here it hits TP. I didn't realize that. But still, you can still see that this ideology works. Price, it built liquidity above, and then price swept, tapped into the true move, and then here we call the true move. So even here, even if you're targeting a lot of R, obviously, I don't really like targeting 10R, but you will have not been able to catch the true move here because of this. So that is, that's funny, I didn't realize. Now, another thing, here, okay, we got a breaker structure here. This is very important to actually understand. You then have another breaker structure. Now, did this pull back into PM discount here? Okay, yes, it did. Okay, so this would be considered a valid breaker structure. But you could consider this a BBOS, but then if the next breaker structure was valid, you just kind of just ignore it and keep going. So that's a very important thing to understand. Even on the 4 hour, pretty sure there was, yeah, like this. See, so obviously, it gave a choch anyways, but, here was a swing breaker structure, a swing choch, because price had a breaker structure here. So breaker structure, we had a swing choch here. Now, we had a little breaker structure here. This is an example on the 4 hour time frame. What do we do here? Mark out the breaker structure, but did it pull back to the premium discount? Obviously not. And did it tap into any valid supplies? Obviously we've got all these supplies here and here and here. No, we don't consider this a breaker structure. We consider this a baited breaker structure. Because all these traders here, they're probably marking out this here, and they're looking to get short here. And they're just getting taken out. They just come liquidity. So that's why understanding the BBOS is so important. Honestly, it really, once you do understand it, you'll be able to enter so much more trades, but so much more valid trades too. You're not getting caught with like all these bullshit trades. So even here, like this is just I'm just chucking examples out of my ass right now. Yeah, we have a change of character. This probably came from a 4 hour supply. This did come from a 4 hour supply, I'm assuming. I don't want to go on the 4 hour because like we've had it's just an example. Then we had a breaker structure after. Alright. Did it pull back to the premium discount? Yes, it did. Now, when you look at this range, where is the most valid supply demand? You would see this. This is like the most beautiful demand there. There's not really another demand here. Why? Well, I know I'm not going to get into demand confluences, but it's unmitigated. It's next to the protected low. Um, it's got a imbalance for confluence, so it's got imbalance right there that needs to be filled. This is just clearly the strong demand. So you see that. Now, yes, I know you can see this here, but like I don't trade demands like that. They're just like ugly. I wouldn't consider this a true reaction of a demand. So that's my reasoning. But still, that's what I mean by subjective. So although it taps into premium discount, and you could say it tapped into a demand, I don't see that as a valid demand. I see this as this should be the true move. I can see price coming down, tapping to this, then giving us a true move. Which it did give a reaction. Obviously, it got taken out. Not all trades win, but you can see that it does give a reaction. That's just how BBOS / BAITED break structure work. Now, I know a lot of people say they use the term a fake breaker structure. Personally, that's a bit retarded because at the end of the day, it's not fake. You know what I mean? Like this isn't a fake breaker structure because at the end of the day, it's still a breaker structure. So I don't really understand that. It's also harder to learn with that term. Think about it with the term of the baited breaker structure. It's kind of like baited breaker structure. Okay, I don't want to trade this because I'm going to get baited. You know, it's got that theory behind it. But like a fake breaker structure, there's no theory. You're just saying it's fake. Like, where's the theory behind it? Where's the theory of why it works? What makes sense? It's just fake. Like, because you don't like the range, it's fake. You know what I mean? Like, there's no really reasoning to it. That's why I don't like that term. So a lot of people use that term. I'm not a fan of that term at all. Like fake back structure, FBOS. It's just like nah. Like I like BBOS. You can name it whatever the hell you want. You know what I mean? It's similar to how we got ICT called this a market structure shift. That makes no sense because at the end of the day, what is a market structure shift? A change of character. A change of character is what a market structure shift is. Yeah, market structure has shifted once there's a change of character. That's why we call a MSS, which is what ICT call it, a order flow shift because that is what it is. That's an order flow shift. Why? Because price created that new weak high, pulled back, tried to take out that weak high. Price failed to take out that weak high. So now price should head lower. Order flow has switched bearish. And then taking out this is just extra confluence order flow shift. That's confirming our order flow shift bias instead of looking subjectively. So that's just why, that's why we call it BBOS. Here, same example. We have breaker structure here. So we're pretty struggling. Here we have a baited breaker structure. Now, see how small this is? Like, that's a joke, man. Like, if you're trading, honestly, yeah, like, I'm not being rude, but if you're trading this zone, you have a lot to learn, man. Because, like even though it's got imbalance, there's no inducement, there's no, like, range. It's just fucking, that is legit. Like, when I mark out this here, I want you guys to understand, when I'm marking out this is just a textbook idea, yeah. In reality, you want it to look like this. And then like that. You know what I mean? So, like, see the difference? You know what I mean? That's how you want it to look. Not just bang, 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 bang. Like, no, okay? Not like bang, 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 bang. Like, no, okay? Whereas this, it's, nice range. Then it's building inducement for the zone. It's got balance. It's probably a 3-minute or 30-minute zone here, which probably starts here, taps in, it runs. That's what I'm saying. So, again, how do we check the BBOS? Tap into premium discount? No. Did it tap into a valid supply? No. So you can kind of just, pump these out. Like I honestly, I think I abuse it. I think on the Instagram account, I think I've got. If you go to the Instagram page, there'll be 2 trade breakdowns that use the BBOS. Yeah, one's very internal, like a very internal BBOS range, and then the other one is a very swing. It's a big BBOS range, but you'll see it. Go on the Instagram page and have a look. You'll be in the bio, and you'll see the pictures. So if you want to get clear views, and also of course in Discord. Here, same shit again. What do we see? See breaker structure. See BBOS. Now, where's our valid demand? It's probably a 30-minute demand here, which would work, so I would have play that. It's definitely a 30-minute demand with imbalance. I can just kind of see it. Why is this a BBOS? Well, did it tap into a valid demand? No. And did it also leave liquidity? Yes, that's another reason actually, is if it leaves liquidity, which it always does, because that's the theory behind it. Think about it. It is a theory. Think about it. It's a BBOS. It pulls back, and then goes up. It's not a valid range, and always, because it pulled back, that pullback is always liquidity for the range, for the true move. Even here, it equal lows. You know what I mean? So that's the theory behind it. Again, sweeps, PBOS. Obviously, there's these two little ranges here. We just ignore that because at the end of the day, these are we're playing swing ranges. These is swing. This is swing. That's internal. That's internal. If I was playing internal, this will be a break structure. This will be a break structure for internal. But we're playing swing here. Break structure, BBOS, baited break structure, liquidity / inducement for the real supply, demand, price taps in, and it runs. Very simple. If you guys have any questions, please ask me. Ask me in the comments, or ask me in the Discord, or ask us. Sorry, there's 3 owners, so ask us, and we'll answer it straight away for you. We can even go on a call and give you actual help, and you can analyze it. We'll tell you did that wrong, you did that correct. So if you guys need that help, please be our guest. We want to help you. So all good, guys. Hope you did well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to help. But please subscribe. It would help. Thank you. Take care, guys. Good luck.